Bonjour watcher, this is Johnny Mega 45 and welcome back to the Labyrinth of Grisaia. Yes, we are back to play more Makina's Roof. Yeah, after this you will proceed, you know, the last girl.
続きからよ。
Yes, it's curry party time, my friend. Everyone lines out, then down rice on your plate, then the main dish and the side dishes. You can have as many fillings on the rice as you want. Once side dishes runs out, you can use the Fruit of Grisaia seasoning to work through a few more months. When that runs out, you reduce to drench it in the soy sauce. They say was eat as much as you want, but don't complain about taste. If you want good food, go get yourself on the submarine. You really want anything to write home about. But at the end of the day, it fills your belly. In the military, they say no one's worth more than a talented paymaster or mess sergeants. In that case, I suppose our man must be Myanmar's single greatest asset. The curry never fails to be delicious. Holding on our affiliated place in one hand, we scout as much firmly cooked saffron rice as we want. When we press our present, she ladies are generously helping out to trick vicious curry. Next up, we got the shrimp, baked potatoes, and fried eggplant. After piling on whichever topping we feel like, we add a few pickled vegetables on the side. By this point, our stomachs are beginning to audible rumble.
辛いの苦手な人はポーチドエッグがあるから、それ崩して混ぜて食べてね。あと、ご飯より野菜が欲しい人は千切りキャベツあるから、好きなだけ食べていいよ。おー、すげえ、豪華すぎる。夢のよ。
Makina's built at Mount Fuji on rice on the plate. It covers in great groves of curries that resemble the lava from a volcanic eruption. And of course, she's also adding all of the possible toppings. The girl seems to be outstruck by the final result.
つかマキナ、あんたまた欲張ったわね。そんなにいっぱい食べられるの？
Yes, she became very greedy thanks to the overdose of drugs.
おう、任せろ。最近の私、びっくりするぐらいよく食うのよ。まあいいか。今日は好きなだけ食べなさいな。
Once everyone's been served and taken their seats, Anne cheerfully says that's it, and we all pushes our spoon into the curry. The very first bite fills my mouth with a familiar taste of Amane's cooking, inspiring a surprisingly intense sense of nostalgia. It almost feels like I come back to my childhood home. You could call this the taste of a home-cooked meal. I suppose it's always a little crud, but that's how Amane foods always eat. The menu might change, but she always the same. There's something warm and oddly confirming about this taste.
不思議。なんかアマネのカレーってどっかで食べたことがあるような味がするのよね。なんでだろう。ああ、それはね、誰でも一度は食べたことがあるメジャーブランドのカレールーを何種類かブレンドして作ってるからじゃないかな。市販のルーを使っているのですか？ですが、このあたかもスパイスを焙煎するところから始めたかのような深みと香ばしさは一体。ほのかな苦みと香ばしさはインスタントコーヒーを混ぜたからだよ。そのコーヒーも誰もが飲んだことがある安いやつね。コーヒーはどのぐらい入れるんですか？さあ、私いつも目分量で適当だし。なんか相変わらず雑よね、あんたの料理って。それなのになんで美味しいんだろう。
It's probably because she has an excellent grasp on the fundamentals.
怪しいわね。なんかこう、何でも美味しく感じちゃう変なもの混ぜてるんじゃないの？失礼ね。変なものは混ぜてないわよ。お味噌とかソースとかケチャップとかいろいろ入れたけど、食べられないものは入れてないし。何それ？そんなにいっぱい入れたの？だからこんなに濃厚なのかしら。なんだかドロドロしていて、スプーンを横にしてもこぼれないし。ドロッとしてるのはすりおろしたお餅が溶けてるからだよ。私ってば水っぽいベチャベチャしたカレーってあんまし好きじゃないんだよね。このドロッとしたところがお家のカレーって感じで、私は大好きですよ。もういっそ寮母だけじゃなくて学食でその腕を振るってみてはどうかしら。あー、仕事がもらえるのは嬉しいですけど、今はまだ学生も少ないですし、寮母で賄いきれちゃいますよ。せっかく学食があるのに使わないのはもったいないと思って。 今はここにいるみんなが喜んでくれればそれでいいんですよ。
And she's crying. Wow, look at the shrimp, potato, eggplant, carrot. What else we have here? Oh, a rice. Yeah, a rice. Let's continue. And a broccoli.
あれマキナ、あんた。やだ、ちょっとあんたどうしたの？なんで泣いてんのよ。
あれ私泣いてる？なんでだろう、変なの。
そんなに辛くしてないんだけどな。お水飲む？
なんだろうね。あまねえのご飯だーって久しぶりだな、おいしいなーって。昔はこれよく食べてたなーって思ったら、なんかいつの間にか泣いてた。
マキナ。
あまねえ、いつもご飯作ってくれてありがとね。
こんなのでよかったらいつでも作ってあげるから、いっぱい食べなさいね。
Speaking as someone who already been known to tear at the taste of the food, it has to know how wonderful and ordinary meat is until you're forced to go without them. Judging for the way she's staring as she watches Makina eat, obviously Amane puts an unusual amount of heart into her meals. But it's not as if Makina was eating that poorly while she was staying with me or in America, and we ate out frequently enough that we had favorite Italian places. It was Amane's slapdash cooking brought Makina to tears tonight. I once described Amane's food as having a motherly taste. At the time Makina responded, it just tastes like an old lady made it, but later she unconsciously realized how much that comfortable taste meant to her. I think she finally understand what I meant by that. For Makina and me, Amane's cooking is an irreplaceable gift. But what can the two of us do in her return? It's not just someone is such a Sakake, principal, and even Michiru, we carefully deep about them all. What can we do for them to repay what they've done for us? Defending our country honestly seems like a pretty grandiose way of answering that question, but at the very least, I want the world to be peaceful enough that they can eat their curry with a smile on their face.
それで今夜はこの後どうするつもりなの？
Having sex with Makina, of course. I was planning to rent a room in a nearby hotel for Makina and myself.
今から？確かに観光ホテルはたくさんあるけど、一応予約ぐらいは入れておかないと、今の時期の飛び込みは不利な条件を重ねてたらい回しにされるわよ。
Didn't Sakaki father build a few ugly tax shelter hotels around here? Maybe we can get a room in one of those?
あのね、あなたのそういう皮肉じみた態度を改めないと、どこへ行っても面倒なガキはお断りって追い出されるんだから。
Maybe I can just get Makina a room. No, probably she's not. She's even sassier than I am.
あなたの部屋はそのままの状態で残してあるし、これからホテルを探す手間を考えれば、今日はこのまま寮に泊まったら？
It's nice of you to offer, but Makina and I are technically outsiders.
私が許可します。だいたいあなたたちのような面倒な子は会社もあまり外には出したくないでしょうしね。ハルデラさんには私の方から連絡しておきます。
Sorry for the hustle.
久しぶりに戻ってきたんだし、ゆっくりしていきなさいな。
I guess I will do that. Come to think of it, the company performed an thoughtful investigation of them can reply to my transfer. So from their point of view, it's probably easier to monitor us if we stay here.
パパ、あまねえがね、お風呂入ってきなさいって。
Yes, that is better. Having sex at the buff is better than having sex at the bed. Sounds good. The grand barrier here is really damn nice. Alright, it looks like we'll be staying in this store instead of renting a hotel room tonight, Makina.
お？何を今更だぜ？お風呂入ってる間に済ませておくって、今サッチンがベッドの用意してくれてんのよ。
Sachi really is a considerate girl.
私は真似するべき？
It never hurts to intimidate someone's positive qualities. Just be careful. Last day I need you learning from a certain blonde who cries at the people over the phone every time she gets drunk.
おー、JB な。普段はパリッとしてよくできた女風なのに、そういうとこで時々ダメな、あいつ。
Come on, kid, I left out her name deliberately.
ごめんよ。私ってばそういうとこでダメな女なのよさ。
Yeah, you really need to stop blurting out everything that pops into your head.
んなことよりちゃっちゃとお風呂入っちゃうのよさ。大きいお風呂にゆっくり入るのなんて久しぶりなのよ。
True enough, you have your duck.
おうよ。ここ出て行く時に置いてったのがそのまま残ってたのよさ。
Just as Makina said, it's been quite a while since we had access to a bathtub of this size. Outside a few parts of the Eurasian continent, there just aren't many Japanese styles of this somewhere else in the world. And of course, this particular bug brings back a lot of memories for Makina and me. We don't waste any time making ourselves comfortable.
いいお湯が五臓六腑にまで染み込むのよさ。
I don't mind you lazy, but this way you're probably going to nod off in there. Come on here so I can wipe you down before you get too sleepy.
じゃ抱っこして。
Like this.
違う頭使って持ち上げるのは抱っこって言わねえのよ。
Like this then.
ちょっとおっぱい掴んだらダメなのよ。普通に抱っこしろし。
Well, you know me, I love breasts from the bottom of my heart.
大好きと言われてしまえば拒みきれないのもまた事実。わかった。好きに掴めばいいのよさ。
Aren't your boobs a little bit small? Not small, too small. I was just kidding. Come on, wrap your arms around my neck. You might gain a little weight, but you are still pretty damn light. Hot water coming. Wait, what? Is that a... Oh, that is his arm! Oh my! That is... Oh, finally I'm able to see his arm. And of course, her titties get whooped. Not get whooped. Finally, I get to see Yuji's right arm. Yeah, the arm that he got shot due to fail to kill her mother. Yeah, no matter what you do, killing her mother won't bring any joy. Which one of these is a shampoo?
おう、これこれ。チルチルに借りた便所の芳香剤みたいな匂いがすんやつ。
Come on, kid, you can at least compare it to the smell of a grapefruit peel.
誰だお前。
That will be you. Don't get started by your own reflection in the mirror.
おお、焦った。リボンしてねえと私ってお母さんにそっくしなのよさ。気分悪い。
Well, your mom does have a cute face. She's a nightmare in every other respect.
驚愕の新事実に気がついてしまったのよさ。
Oh, really? That doesn't sound good. Can't you elaborate?
もしかして私ってば成長したところでお母さんレベル？
I know you hate your mother too much. In Yumiko, she hates her father. Well, I have to admit it, I could see you looking a lot like her in a couple distant decades.
どうしよう。私のお母さん貧乳だよ。ぐわーっと畜生。私はあまねえのようなバインバインのボインボインになるつもりだったのに。
Well, you are not really growing that much, unfortunately, but barely got any taller in the last year. Come to think of it, I'm impressed a pretty kid like you even got through the enlisted exam. Isn't the minimum height for a woman 155 centimeters?
背伸びしても150センチだったんだけど、検査官の前で泣きそうな顔してたらおまけしてくれたのよ。
Well, sometimes they let you enlist on the assumption you grow a little, but I bet the clothes and shoes they issue you did a little fit.
靴はパパに言われた通りに冬用の靴下2枚履きしたし、服はダボダボのまま着てたらエドワード教官殿が「ちっこのどちみだ!」って文句言いながら縫い直してくれた。
Eddie Walker, that guy's always a soft touch. Didn't know he was instructor now. The old crybaby comes a long way.
そうなの？今じゃ鬼教官だって有名なのよ。私もお前の親父もチビだったが、お前はそれに輪をかけてドチビだ。服 服が体に合わないなら体をでかくしろってむちゃくちゃ言われたし。
No kidding, you know that guy might be a huge, but he's actually pretty lousy in a fight.
おお、それは知ってる。近接格闘術習ってる時に襟首掴まれたから、そのまま腕に抱きついて振り上げたかかとでこめかみ蹴っ飛ばしてやったらぐらついてたのよさ。
Oh yeah, I bet he stood there with his knees trembling and say, I just got careless, you little punk.
いたいた。そんで今日はこれぐらいで勘弁しておいてやるって言った。ねえ、教官に勝ったんだし、私ってばもう一人前じゃね？もういつでもパパの代わりに仕事できるのよ。
Don't get ahead of yourself, kid. In the first place, the only thing I thought you were self-defense skills. I was training you to kill people.
そりゃわかってるけどさ。
It's not too late to reconsider, you know. There's no point following my footsteps. I'm not exactly a good person.
別にパパの真似じゃねえもん。自分で選んだ道なのよ。勝手に私をかわいそうな子にすんじゃねえっつのよさ。
You really don't get it, do you? When you kill someone, you're crossing a line. It's something that can't be undone.
パパは人を殺したことがあるんでしょ？
Yes, I know what it is like, and I don't want you to go through what I did. When I kill someone on the job, I do go out drinking with my buddies that night, and I laugh like an idiot. No matter how stupid the joke was, I laugh and laugh. I laugh until it hurts, and I still didn't stop. Eventually, the sweat running down my body would grow colder, and the laughter would fade away, replaced by uncontrollable trembling. I tremble in terror, I tremble for joy, and my survivor, I tremble for regret for what I have done. My heart was going, and the tremble wouldn't stop. So I do go out and sleep with women. Eventually, my emotions grew numb. I start to view that from a detached, almost philosophy perspective. People die when their time's up, simple as that. There's no point asking if it's just or fair. Whether I myself live or die or longer seems particularly important. If my luck right now, I just have to accept it. It was all just game anyway. I don't want you to ever feel that way.
それはわかるよ。ある日ね、ふと自分の置かれた特殊な環境にゾッとする。なんでこんなことになったんだろうって悩みもする。でもね、パパを慰めることのできる女ってのは、同じものを見て同じ気持ちを理解できる女だけだと思う。だったら私はパパと同じ経験をしたい。同じ傷を持ちたい。パパにしか理解できないものがあるのは寂しいよ。時々ふっと遠くを見るような顔をされると、パパがどこかへ行っちゃうような気がして泣きそうになるのよ。
Well, I know where you're coming from. I seem to remember saying something pretty similar to Asako's myself, and I'm sure it left her just as anguished and uncertain as I am right now. Still, you're just not ready yet. Sooner or later, a soldier's going to have to pull the trigger on their guns without the slightest hesitation. The real point of all that training is to toughen you up mentally so that you won't flatter when the time comes. We pull the trigger on behalf of those who can't. That's what our job boils down to, really. We are there in place of our friends, our relatives, and thousands of complete strangers. And we make sure they can live their normal lives in blissful ignorance. We don't need their gratitude. In this line of work, it will actually make things harder. As long as I'm on active today, I won't let you kill anyone. If you are that determined, you will have to start with me.
命がけかよ。
Well, you're basically all I got left to live for.
そもそもどうしてパパはこんな仕事をすることになったのよさ。
I have my reason, of course. Did I explain this to you before?
なんか長々と説明されて途中で寝ちまったような気がするのよさ。もっと簡単に説明して。
You want the short version, huh? I was a stupid kid born a few years at 17, and my parents never really cared about me. My sister died in an accident. Our family fell apart completely, and I ended up killing my own parents. My life went from bad to worse, but eventually a woman named Asako picked me out of the dirt. I ended up getting into this business for a reason a lot like yours. I just wanted to repay Asako for everything she done for me. I think that's about covers it. Satisfied now?
今度は簡単すぎてよくわかんね。
Come on, kid.
もうちっとだけ詳しく。
It's kind of a long story, and it's all in the past now. Let's do this some other time.
ねえ、パパ。私ってパパが が生きるための理由になってるのかな。
Yeah, absolutely.
本当に？
Why would I lie about something like
じゃ
that?
あパパの言う通りにする。もう仕事させろとか言わない？
I appreciate that.
でも条件付き。
Should have known. What is it with the woman and their conditions?
なに？そんな難しい話じゃないのよ。
You want to make her lose arm, is it? Makina smiled at me cheerfully. After carefully erasing the shampoos from her hair, I wrapped my arms around her once again. And at that part, they're having sex. Actually, they're having sex after that. We end up getting all sweaty again after cleaning outside or anyway, but I can't always well. Of course, Makina heading off for her exam first thing tomorrow morning. It's only 2 weeks, but we're going to be separated. Then Makina decided to launch your priority straight so that I won't be tempting to chase after another woman while she's gone. If that's the case, the girls seriously underestimate me. But either way, the bed Sachi prepared for is remarkably comfortable, and we are soon falling into a deep pleasant sleep. And the next day already arrived. The next morning, I convinced Makina to sedation in order to stay her off, trying to fight back a sudden flood of emotion. To be honest, I want to come along with you, but paddles only get invited to enter ceremonies in Japan much in their boldly, like America would.
オーケー、分かってるのよ。
Don't start posting about your training in the US though. You end up isolated from your teammates and the officers will cheat you out of any chances they get.
おう、その辺はサンディエゴの時と同じな。任せるのよ。
Unlike in America, you can't just wait in front of the station they send a car to pick you up from. Keep in mind that you are a seasoned employee, not a regular trainee. You won't get the usual 3-day adjustment period. Don't be surprised if they slap you in the face the minute you get there. Let's see, what else do you need to know?
もう大丈夫だってばさ。ちゃんとうまくやるのよ。パパは本当に心配性なのよさ。
Yes, I worry about you. Japan's kind of special case. I just don't want them grinding you down.
平気なのよ。怪我だけしないように気をつけてりゃなんとかなるのよさ。
Maybe you're right. Alright then, get going, kid.
イリスマキナ一等兵、行ってまいります。
Right, go for it and do your duty. I'm not wearing a kid, so it doesn't feel right to salute. Instead, I simply watch my daughters dance around and stride off confidently. That little back of hers looked awfully strong all of a sudden. I guess it shouldn't be any surprise. In America, she followed me into a field plenty of times, sharing in my hardships. She might really like a lot as they share me out on the job too. When my new arms less feverishly paced, she nursing me day and night. Sometimes she scolded me, sometimes we were moved by the same side, sometimes I share in her joy. All the memories flashed to my mind, one after another, an unstoppable torrent, and then suddenly I saw all the fear of loneliness in my chest. Makina, just speaking her names almost brings tears to my eyes. Since when I was this emotionally fragile, I guess I'm not as young as I used to be. Not my overreaction. However, this has also got some, not a bad ending. Like in Sachi, we have a bad end, not quite a bad ending, but a disaster ending. Yeah, a disaster. But in the end, they still get married. Like they have an enemy in Sachi's roof, while Yumiko and Sachan, not Sachan, Michiru-chan. Yeah, we don't see any bad thing happening to them. But yeah, the only damn examination. It's not like shipping her off to a war zone on her own. When I first met her, Makina could barely hold her position with anyone who was a student at Myanmar. I think she's grown a great deal as a person since then. It's all because of all her part-time jobs, including her employment at bakery. The girl's clearly gained a little self-confidence. These days, she can interact pretty normally with complete strangers. I don't know if Makina herself is aware of how she changed. When you transform that gradually, sometimes you don't even notice it happening. Little by little, day by day, we're always growing up. It's a process that never really stops. Makina's deliberately childish behavior probably hides this to some degree, but I think anyone who reasonably observer can see how much she matured. For some reason, children are actually surprising perspective by this sort of thing. One time back, when I was a student in America, I was walking down the street in my academic uniform when this little kid looked at me. He had earnest, puzzled look on his face. He asked me, "Are you a kid or a grown-up, mister?" ASEAN stands to look younger to Westerners, and all thought that I was wearing a school uniform, but to that child's eyes, my face looked like that much of an older man. I've been mocked for my baby face pretty frequently up to that point, so it was definitely the first time anyone has mistaken me for an adult. When I returned to my barracks and mentioned this to an instructor, they offered me an explanation. You don't have any old face man or anything, you just don't carry yourself like a student anymore. Ever since I enlisted, my staff had complaining about my facial expression, but after a few months, they started to say like, now that's the face of a soldier. And another day, years after that, as I look over the new class of students, I found myself scowling at their flappy white eye expression. A part of me wanted to storm over and shout, "Do you idiots think you are at the summer camp or something?" But at the same time, I knew our faces must have looked the same as theirs when we were fresh recruits. As I walked slowly along, pondering these weighty matters, the sound of someone shouting in a droopy but oddly vigorous fashion catches my attention. What? And why? No music. Sometimes no music indicates something bad is going to happen. What an nauseating cute boy. Is that such a what's that sound? Where's the other spot made in the question, stabbing a large straw doll with a knife and she tied to the handle of the rope. Ew! What? Sachi, what are you doing? Playing woman volunteer cops.
これは風見さん。おはようございます。
Wait, why is that posing just now? Right, good morning. Sorry to cut the pleasantry short, but I got a question for you.
はい、何でもお尋ねください。
Come in, Sachi. What exactly are you holding in your hand?
竹ぼうきであります。
Yeah, what are you doing with that thing? And why you just now? Look at her posing. It's quite like she's heading to battle. That's not what I meant. Calm yourself, Kazumi. This is an endurance test. You got to wear it down slowly. Why is that you got tied to the end of your broom?
文化包丁であります。
I see. Next question. What exactly are you doing with that amateurish weapon of yours?
来るべき本土決戦に向けて鍛錬をしておりました。
Sachi, my friend, do you know what year it is?
2012年であります。
And when did the Second World War end?
1945年であります。
Alright then, let me repeat my question. What the hell are you doing?
また最初から説明をお望みでしょうか。
Okay, just forget it. I knew the girl had a few screws loose, but I had no idea things were this bad. Unless she's trying to catch my attention by acting bizarrely like she was last night. In that case, maybe I should casually play along while pretending I haven't realized. I'm not sure I understand, but it's nice to see you are so enthusiastic. Oh, force of habit, I dropped my hands on Sachi's head and mustered her head around a little. She responds with an oddly little squeal. Are you trying to be moy or something?
はい。
It's nothing.
マキちゃんはもう出かけたんですか？
Yeah, she marched out cheerfully just a few minutes ago.
本来ならマキちゃんの門出をお見送りしたかったところなのですが。
Don't worry about it. It's bad luck to make too much of a fuss about these things.
きっとマキちゃんはまた一回り成長してしまうんでしょうね。私を追い抜いて一人でどんどん強くなっちゃうんでしょうね。
I don't know if you ask me, the kid still a total amateur. She's got a hell out of a long way to go.
そうでしょうか。それでもそんなマキちゃんを相手に私は不覚を取りました。というかパンツを取られました。つまり私はミソッカス以下ということなのでしょうか。
Wait a second, are you training because you're upset about getting beaten by Makina?
いけませんか？
I mean, not really, but you really do hate losing, don't you? I swear you get all stuff about the strangest thing. Dropping my hand on Sachi's head once again, I give her a few vigorous stretches, but for some reason she responds by pointing out with me sulkily.
こんなことではごまかされません。風見さんはずるいです。マキちゃんばっかり可愛がって私のことはどうでもいいというのですか？
That's really not the issue here.
では私のようなクソメイドごときがパンツを履くのは生意気だと、そういうことなのでしょうか。
You are kind of a pain in the neck these days, Sachi.
すみません。うざさ爆発なのは自分でも理解しているのですが、小峰幸、少し泣かせていただいてよろしいでしょうか。
Don't cry, damn it. What do you want from me? Just come out and say.
はい。マキちゃん不在の間は、マキちゃんの代わりに、ぜひ私を可愛がってください。
Show me a little love. You are one fierce woman, Sachi. Do you even understand what you are saying?
は はい、もちろんです。それに、マキちゃんの許可も得ています。
Maki now approved this.
はい、それは昨夜のことです。
A flashback.
マキちゃん、明日の準備はもうできてるの？
おい、バッチシなのよさ。
パジャマと歯ブラシはちゃんと持った？
つか、別に用意とかいらねえのよ。健康な体と中学生レベルの頭があれば、あとはパンツ一丁で十分なのよさ。他は全部会社が用意してくれっから心配ねえのよ。
でも着替えのパンツぐらいは。
足りなきゃ買うし、お財布はサムおじさんのビッグなお財布があるから大丈夫。
じゃあもう私にできることってないのかな？
嬉しいけど、別にそんな心配せんでもいいのよ。
でもマキちゃんは戦地に行くんじゃろ？死んだらいけんよ。
別に死地に行くわけじゃないし、死にもしないと思うけど、ありがとね、サッチー。そんじゃあ、サッチーには私が留守の間、パパのお世話を頼んじゃおうかな。
風見さんのお世話？
パパは大丈夫だって言ってんけど、まだ加減が下手くそで、たまにカップ握りつぶしたりするし、そういうとこをフォローしてあげてほしいのよさ。
わかった。一生懸命お世話するね。
つってもパパはツンデレだから、お世話しますって言っても不要だとか言って素直には従わないのよさ。
ああ、それはなんとなく想像がつくよ。
そんな時はあれよ、目と鼻の間からふにゃんとした声出して、可愛がってよって言えばオゲなのよ。ほれ、練習してみ。
可愛がってよ。
よし、なかなかいいぞクソメイド。もう一度だ。もっと私を可愛がってよ。かかれ。
もっと私を可愛がってよ。
風見さんになら何をされてもいいんです。私、上目使いで。はい。
風見さんになら何をされてもいいんです。私。
いや、よかねえだろ。冷静に考えたらよ。
あ、やっぱりダメなんだ。ちょっとがっかりだよ、マキちゃん。
口までは許す。
それはちょっと嬉しいよ、マキちゃん。というわけですので、マキちゃんの代わりに容赦なく可愛がればいいじゃないですか、この小峰幸を。
Lavish my love, huh?
風見さんさえよろしければ、あちらの茂みでいかがですか？
A highly attractive proposal, but no, maybe next time.
幸がっかりです。
Don't say that I'm willing to do something else if you want.
ですが、そこまでの許可は下りていませんので。
Okay, let's take a step back here. Try to get your mind out of that cute gutter for a minute, alright?
風見さんは時々わけのわからないことを言い出しますよね。
Look who's talking.
私、メイドですから。
I hope you don't actually think that explains everything. Well, anyway, it's fine that you are training, but I'm not too pleased to see you using an actual blade.
大丈夫です。それは切れなくなった生倉包丁の刃を落としたものです。
Right, but it's still a dangerous hang-on manner. When you're training without supervision, it's preferable to use wooden weaponry.
木刀ですか
？It doesn't have to be actual replica or anything. A stick can work as well. Here, I make you one. Take such a from I don't want to die. She's tried to, and then pick branches out of the grass and carry it down to a sunset baton. Want it to be around half the length of your arm, so this should be about right. Here, try holding it. Something wrong?
今、どうやったのですか？
What do you mean?
そんな歯を落とした包丁でさもあっさりと。不思議です。サイボーグパワーなのですか？
It's easy once you get the hang of it, just like chopping wood really here, see.
やっぱり風見さんはすごいです。ただものではありません。何者ですか？
He's just a human being. He lost his arm. When you act that impressed by something this trivial, it kind of feels you are making fun of me.
私にもできるでしょうか？
Can't hurt to give it a try.
はい。では、ふんす。
Wow! She holding a knife like that with a serious face.
あ、ダメです。やはり力が足りないのでしょうか。
Strength is really that important. If you use the knife all the way, it will move fast enough to get the job done. My master used to say it's all about willpower and perseverance, but it really is just a simple physics problem. Cutting and chopping are two different things. In one case, you're forcing your blade through something. In the others, you are getting the cut started and letting the rest happen naturally. I guess this is a little hard to explain.
なんでしょう。不思議とおっしゃることの意味がなんとなく理解できるような気がします。私が以前図書室で DVD の整理をしていた時、うっかり手を滑らせてディスクを床に落としてしまったのですが、落としたディスクがそれはもう綺麗に真っ二つに割れたんです。おそらくですが、落とした角度とか速度が偶然にも複雑に重なった結果、綺麗に分断されたのだと思うのですが、それと似たような感じなのでしょうか。
Yeah, more or less. If you know the properties of your object and apply an appropriate amount of pressure, you can cut through basically anything.
何でもですか？
That's kind of exaggeration, although my master did tell me she could cut through the thread of a tank with a military sword.
風見さんの師匠は化け物なのですか？
Wish you hadn't asked that. It's painfully difficult to deny. I don't want to speak ill of my old master, but you can chalk that one out as a boasting of a drunkard. That's it, I can't quite shake the feeling that woman just might pull it off. Not to repeat myself, it all comes down to experience. The more thing you experience, the more you'll learn how to do.
習うより慣れろということでしょうか。
It's true that some people can figure things out just by reading about them in a book, like my sister or Makina. But people like you and me don't really have that option. We got to drill that knowledge into our bodies through sheer repetition. Picking up the brush and shoved out to the side and brandish it as such as if it's a dagger. Alright then, I guess I'll show you a little love. Come at me. You can use that broom if you want.
はい、わかりました。行きます。やー。
Wait, Tobias, if you just straight at me, all I have to do is step back to the side. You are throwing yourself off balance. If you're going to lean to your attack, then let your body fall forward as you do. Look, you're too focused on my upper body. You're wide open below the belt. Remember that slide dash Makina hit you with yesterday? She comes in faster and does her body lower. You want to close the distance in a single natural movement. Slide down towards your opponent. Let gravity do the work, not your muscle. No, you're not that torpedo. Don't just blindly at your target. Watch your opponent's face. Listen out, in a close range fight like this, your enemy is going to look for a sign of emotion in your eyes. Let you maintain eye contact, charge forward while steady lower your head. Pretend you are a human pendulum. From his perspective, your eyes aren't getting any closer, but you actually be shortening the distance between you. Throwing out his perception of space, that's the extent of slide dash. Give it a try.
Yeah!
Alright, not bad, however. What's the matter? I barely apply any forces. Try to get back up. Sense the floor come and learn how to apply your power. Push, and turn. Push, pull, and turn. Whenever you start wasting your strength, you'll start to see what really matters. And once you gain mastery over your own movement, you'll know how to stop someone entirely.
言いたくはないのですが、しんどいです。そろそろご容赦を。
It's not like I'm holding you still. You're just stiffening up. Rest your thighs and go back. Look limp.
立てました。
You can bumble around all you like. We're just playing pretend, but don't get too cocky. It might kill you.
はい、小野が未熟を痛感しました。
Haha.
笑わなくてもいいじゃないですか。風見さんは時々意地悪です。
Right, sorry, I was kind of amused by full of myself. I got it, that's all. Dumb kids get cocky and not that. Asoko told me the exact thing countless times. At some point, I started getting the lectures and started giving them. It's hard not to laugh at that.
それでですね、マキちゃんに負けないようにするには、私は何から始めるべきなのでしょうか。
You really are a sore loser, Sachi.
一方その頃、イリス・マキナは送迎バスの中で隣に座った男の弁当の中身を見ながらダラダラとよだれを垂らしていた。
No, not this again. Oh my lord. I don't want this. What do you say? Like Michiru roof. Now we got the Makina. Oh yeah, she's hungry.
水前、これぞ水前。ボタボタと容赦なく垂れ落ちるよだれ。一向に泣き止む気配のない腹の虫。男は思わず少女に声をかけた。
腹減ってるのか？
朝ごはんはリンゴとヨーグルトしか食べてこなかったのよさ。
少し食うか？
おう、悪いね。じゃあその唐揚げを所望するのよ。
Why you being picky?
おい、それメインのおかずだ。
2つあんだし、1個あげてもいいかなって思わん？
ずうずうしいやつだな。まあいい、1つだけだぞ。おい、俺が食わせるのか？ったく、なんで俺がこんなことを。俺
ついでにご飯も。
Oh no, no, Akina, what are you doing?
分かったよ。ったく。というか、本当にお前は何なんだ？なぜお前みたいな子供がこのバスに乗っている？
What did you like doing on the bus?
キャンプのしおり見てねえの？後期教育課程参加者の中に私の名前もちゃんと載ってるのよ。
まさか今回途中参加する外資の女ってお前なのか？
そりゃそうよ。他に女の子乗ってねえべよ。
嘘だろ？
私の人生嘘だろの連続なのよさ。軍人が現実から目を背けるようになったらおしまいなのよ。
俺たちは軍人じゃない、公務員だ。
おう、そうな。そんで日本からいろいろなものを取り上げたサムおじさんの命令で私はこのバスに乗ってるのよさ。理解できたか？ぬーじゃねえのよ。次はシューマイが食べたいのよさ。
お前全部食っちまう気か？
おう、そんじゃ上に乗ってるグリーンピースは返してあげるのよさ。
すべてを取り上げておいて少しずつ返却し、強制的に懐の深さを見せつける。それがアメリカ。これぞアメリカのやり方なのだ。
Yeah, well said, narrator. Well said. Now we're back. Oh, night already.
ああ、ねえ、さっちゃん。あのさ、ユージ見なかった？もうすぐ晩ご飯の時間だから食べにおいでって伝えたいんだけど。
And the episode here, my friend. Thank you for watching our video.
セーブする
Just for fun. Meanwhile, the journey is gonna be long, I think. Quite long. Not that long. Hopefully, more short. I just say 4 more star.